Wait for 1 minute. Okay. Now see here that we have gone through all this. That is if statement, if else statement, then while then switch statement. Okay. Now we are going to cover the do while statement. Okay. So loops. These are the loops: for loop, while loop, do while loop, for each loop. Okay. We have gone through this for loop and while loop. Today we will cover do while loop, for each loop, and then we will proceed for the arrays and then all other things. Okay. So what is difference in while loop and do while loop? In while loop, the condition is checked first and then we execute the code. But in do while loop, first we execute the statements in the body and at the end we are checking the condition. So the do while statement is will execute block of code at least once. It then will repeat the loop as the condition is true. Okay. Now see this simple program of while loop, how it actually works. Okay. So this is how to write PHP program that I have already explained to you in last lecture. Okay. So what is the thing? We embed our PHP program inside our HTML file. Okay. So there is starting HTML tag, then there is corresponding closing HTML tag, then body tag, and inside body tag we are embedding our PHP code here. So how to write PHP code? This is simple syntax: less than symbol, question mark, PHP. Okay. And what your logic you want to write, that you have to write inside this opening and closing brace. Okay. So less than symbol, question mark, PHP, then your code, and then you have to close it by question mark and greater than symbol. Okay. So how to write variable in PHP? It is very simple. We have to write dollar sign, okay, and then variable name, and is equal to value of that particular variable. So here initial value of I variable is 0. Here initial value of num variable is 0. Now we are seeing this do while loop. Okay. So the do means we have to execute all these statements first. Okay. And in while statement, what was happening? We are checking condition first and then executing it based on its condition. Okay. But in do while loop, we at least once the block of statement has to be executed. So do I plus plus. So initial value of I was 0. So it will be incremented by 1 and it will become 1 here. Okay. And then it will go to the condition and it will check whether this condition is true or false. Okay. So now the updated value of I is 1. 1 less than 10, true or false? It is true here. Okay. So 1 less than 10, it is true. So it will again go to the do statement. Understood this one? Okay. Now here it will be again executing this statement. So I will become 2 now. Okay. So like this, it will continue executing till I becomes 10. Okay. For I equal to 9 also, this statement is true. So it will execute this and it becomes 10, and 10 less than 10, it becomes false. At that time, it is coming outside your do while loop. And then it is displaying you this message. Echo is function to display the message. Okay. Like that, print statement can also be used to display the message. Okay. So loop stopped at I equal to 10. Okay. The last value of the I will be displayed over here. I hope you have understood this particular do while statement. Okay. So now the next loop in our PHP is for each loop. Okay. This loop we have not learned in our C language or any other language. But now here we will see how to use this for each loop and what is use of this particular for each loop. Okay. So see, the for each statement is used to loop through arrays. Okay. We know about array. What is array? Array is collection of elements of similar data elements of same type. Okay. Now for each loop will be used to loop through the values of the arrays. For each pass, the value of current array element is assigned to value variable, and array pointer is moved by one pass, and in next pass next element will be processed. So this is very simple syntax about how to write your while loop. This is very simple syntax, you can see here. Okay. So for each, this keyword we have to write first. Okay. And then in bracket you have to write array name. Here this is syntax, so we have just written array, but when we are writing in program we have to use the dollar symbol with array name. Okay. So array as value. This has to be written over here. Okay, and then in body of this for each loop, you have to write the code to be executed. Understood? So now we will see one simple example how to write this particular program by using for each loop. Okay. So see here, simple example which demonstrate the use of for each loop. Okay. Now here, see, this is starting of your PHP script, and here I have written dollar array. This is the name of array here. Okay, is equal to array. This array function is used here to write the arrays. How to write PHP arrays? For that purpose, we need to use the array function. I will later describe you how to write arrays, what are different types of arrays also. Okay, but for understanding this for each loop, we have written this example here. Okay, so array is equal to array. This function we have to write, and whatever elements are there that you have to write inside this particular bracket. Okay, so now there are total 5 elements in this array. Okay, the index position of this array is what? It is 0. Index position of this 2 is 1. Okay, so the array element starts with the index 0 here. Okay, now for each array as value. Okay, so for each loop is used to go through the values of arrays. Okay, so for each array, okay, for each array as value, so it is 1. Okay, so it will check whether there is any value inside this array. Yes, there is 1. Okay, it starts with the first value, that is 1. Okay, so echo value is value, so it is displaying the first value for the first loop. Okay, or for first time value is 1. Then again it will go to the for each loop. Okay, then again for the next element will be considered. Okay, so here it will consider the value as 2. Okay, and it will display that second value is 2. Like this it will execute for all the elements of arrays. Okay, so in this way this for each statement or for each loop is used to loop through all the elements of the arrays. Okay, I hope you all have understood this one. Okay, now in last lecture I have also described you how to execute PHP program, but I think there was some problem in last lecture when I was presenting to you. So today I will show you again what are the things that are required to run the PHP program. Okay. So see what are steps to execute PHP program. First, we need to download and install XAMPP server. Okay. For executing PHP programs, basically we need three things. The first one is we need one server like Apache server. Then we need database like MySQL, and then we need PHP parser. Okay, so rather than installing and downloading and installing these three things separately, we can simply install the XAMPP server. Okay, so you can get this XAMPP server on this website apachefriends.org/download.html, or you can simply search on Google XAMPP server. Okay, download XAMPP server. You will get the different links and different versions of XAMPP server for different operating systems. Okay, you can install this XAMPP server on your Windows operating system, or you can install it on your Ubuntu operating system also. Okay, once you install this XAMPP server, now go to the htdocs folder which is present in your XAMPP folder where you have installed. Okay, once you install XAMPP server, then you will have different folders. You will have one XAMPP folder also, and in that XAMPP folder you will have htdocs folder. Okay, so this htdocs folder, you have to go to that particular folder, create a folder of your name in this htdocs folder. Okay, so now what you can do, you can create folder of you can create the folder inside your htdocs folder of your name, and you can write your PHP program in that particular folder by using any text editor and save it by using this PHP extension. .php extension is used for PHP programs, like we use .c extension for C program. Okay, now open XAMPP control panel. Okay, and then start the Apache server. go to your browser, type localhost folder name. It will show you your program files. Then click on the PHP program file to see the output. Okay. I hope you all have understood this one. Now I will demonstrate you how to execute this actually. Okay. So see here. Now go to your, I have installed XAMPP server. Okay. Inside this particular folder, you can see after installation, I have this XAMPP server here. Okay. And in this XAMPP server, you have to go to this htdocs folder. Okay. In this htdocs folder, you will create your own folder here. Okay. You can give any name to this particular folder here. Okay. Now I have given the name to my folder as Amol project. And in this Amol project, I have written these programs. So I will show you the execution of this for each program. Okay. I have written this for each program here. Okay. See now here, open it with some editor. You can use Notepad Plus or any other editor. Okay. Now you can see I have written this program by using for each loop, and now I will save this particular program. Okay. Save this particular file by .php extension, which I have already done here. Okay. Now how to execute this program? For that purpose, now click on search for the XAMPP. You will see here XAMPP control panel. Okay. Now once you click on this XAMPP control panel, then you will see different options here: Apache, MySQL, FileZilla, Tomcat. So first we have to start our server. We have to click on this start. Okay, we have to start this Apache server. If you don't start it, then your program will not execute. Okay, once you started this particular server, then go to your browser, and on browser you have to write localhost. Okay, and just enter. After writing localhost in your URL, you will see such kind of page if your Apache server is started. Okay. If it is not showing this particular page, then you have to recheck your download. Okay. And install it again. Okay. Now I want to execute my program. So my program is present in folder called as Amol project. Okay. Amol project. Okay. And then I will click here. So I will see all the files which are present in my Amol project folder. So I want to execute this for each program. So I will click on this and I am able to see here output of my program. Okay. So likewise, you can execute all PHP programs. Okay. You can also find videos on YouTube or any other website also. Okay. Steps to execute the PHP program. I hope this is helpful to all of you, and I hope you all have understood this one. Okay. Now we'll go back to our lecture. Okay. So the next statement is break statement. The break keyword is used to terminate the execution of loop prematurely. Okay, we have already learned about break statement in C language. What it does, it breaks the loop of that particular statement. Okay, so how it actually works. Okay, so the break statement is situated inside the statement block. It gives you full control, and whenever you want to execute from the loop, you can come out. Okay. Okay, see now here. Hello everyone. Hello, are you understanding or not? Yes, all of you.
No.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, how are you
Yes,
all?
sir.
Yes. Are you able to
Yes, sir.
listen? Yes. Is
सर
it going well?
ऐका की
Sang, sang.
सर ते लॉकडाऊनचं बघा ना लवकर.
Yes, is it going well still now? Okay. Okay,
सर टाइमपास होत नाही ना घरी.
I will unmute all of you again. Okay, if you any doubts, we will have 5 minutes at the end. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we will go to our break statement. Here you can see how break statement works. See here, this break statement is used in some block with some condition. Okay, so here initial value of I is 0 while I is less than 10. Okay, here 0 is less than 10. This condition is true here, so it will go inside the loop. Okay, I plus plus, now I will get incremented by 1 here. Okay, so 1 less than 1 equal to 3, true or false, this condition is now false, so it will not execute this break statement. Listen carefully. Okay, so here I value is 1, 1 is equal to 3, so this is false. Okay, so that's why this break statement is not executed. Okay, now what will happen, it will go to the condition again. 1 is less than 10, yes, true, so it will increment it by 1. Okay, and what it will do, it will become, it will become 2. Okay, so 2 equal to 3, this is also false, so this statement will not be executed. Okay, so it will again go to your condition. Okay, now what will happen, 2 less than 10, true or false, it is true. Okay, so it will check, it will go inside your body again and it will execute this statement. So 2 plus 1 becomes 3. Now this condition will be checked. I value, latest updated value of I is 3 here. Okay, 3 equal to 3, true or false. Now both values are matching here, means left hand side and right hand side are matching. 3 is equal to 3, this condition becomes true. Okay, and now what will happen, as this condition becomes true, it will execute the statement which is dependent on this condition. So it will execute break statement here. Okay, and once the break statement is executed, what will happen, it will make the control come outside your loop. Okay, it will break the loop and come outside the loop and it will execute this statement. So it will display you the message loop stopped at I equal to, what is updated value of I, it is 3 here. Okay, so the output will be like this, the loop stopped at I equal to 3. So this is how your break statement will work here. Okay, now the next statement is the continue statement. Okay, now this is also looping control structures. The For this PHP continue keyword is used to halt the current iteration of loop, but it does not terminate loop. Okay, see carefully. In our break statement, this break statement was terminating the loop, but this continue statement does not terminate a loop. Okay, just like break statement, the continue statement is situated inside the statement block containing the code the loop executes, preceded by conditional test. For pass encountering continue statement, rest of the loop code is skipped and next pass starts. Okay, so here we will see how actually it works. Okay, now see this for each statement. Okay, what we have done here, we have created one array. All of you listen carefully. Here I have created one array whose name is array, and this is the array which I have created. Okay, array function is used to create the arrays in our PHP language. So these are the elements of the arrays. Okay, now this statement will be executed for each value of array. Okay, for 1. Okay, what is the value, initial value of value? This is 1. Okay, if value is equal to 3. हाँ बोला ना मैडम, होगा, हाँ 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 हो का, बरं बरं चालेल मॅडम, तिथून करता येते का लगे? हम्म.